Okay, so in the last video we talked about the so-called setup of the Google Sheet, the red sheets. Okay, the green ones are where the data's being presented to you. Okay, so um, when you add new records from Organice, they go into these red sheets, and these green sheets are set up to automatically create the new rows as they get added and do the various formulas um, so that you can just see at a glance who all your prospects are. So, for example, if you're dealing with your prospects on a daily basis, we've got a set of filters set up here. Okay, you might want to see, okay, who have I got set up as friends that I want to send a message to and move them on to the message status? Who have I got that I need to follow up with? Okay, it's not going to be set to follow up, but yeah. So I'll change that back. So, mark him up for follow up. So yeah, so if you wanted to see who was due for follow up, you can do that. Okay, and manage all your contacts at the various statuses. We've also got the ability to, let's say you mark some as high priority. Okay, you can just pull up your hot prospects and focus on those. You can set up any filters you want here because you can create your own filters, give them names, and then set up the filters. You can add extra fields to this if you want to start getting clever. You might need our help with some of the scripting that goes on. But yeah, this column and this column have links in. So let's say I've just got all my high priorities up. I want to speak to them today. I can highlight that column. I can just right click it and open the links, and it'll just open up all those people in Messenger, and you can just go have all those conversations straight away without having to worry about hunting around for them. One of the main things, you can open up people's profiles and just go and engage with those people directly on the profile. Don't start hunting around um, looking for their posts in your feed. You can just engage with them directly, which obviously then trains the algorithm to know that you've got a closer relationship with that person, and they're more likely to see your stuff. These comments are being brought in by the Organice extension. So if you go into somebody's profile, you can add extra comments against them as you build up a relationship, and that'll just keep adding extra lines in with the comments against them. And you can add manual notes here. And as I say, if you want to add extra columns, you're welcome to do that. It's your spreadsheet at the end of the day. So that's the prospects. Okay. Posts, tracking your posts here. So this is pulling in the data from track posts, but also the data from people, because it's telling us who's engaged with those. Just have a tick box in here. So you can check who's been engaging, who's been commenting, and that data as well, by the way, that also informs, I forgot to mention it, touch points. Because when you're looking at reaching out to people, so let's say I had this guy, I've got 5 touch points with this guy. He's obviously liking my content and responding to me. I'm going to want to reach out to him and say, hey, thanks for liking my content. Is there anything else you're interested in me, providing some help with? You can open all your posts up here. So again, you can just highlight that column and open up your links. They'll all open up there. And then you can just go in and engage with people that have engaged with you, and keep your posts active. Okay. And when you finish with that post, when it's when nobody's engaging with it anymore, you can mark it as complete. Set up a filter to just show your live posts, and then you won't obviously see those posts again. You can obviously track which posts are doing better than others, which ones are getting more engagement, and think, okay, what do I need to do to improve my reach? Okay. So again, if you want to add extra columns into this, it's a spreadsheet. You can do whatever you want. Just be aware that we do have some scripts in the background that do some things here, and obviously the formulas that work things out. And then finally, we've got the dashboard, which is just doing a pivot table of your prospects. So it's showing you how many you have at each stage and how many you have at each status. Obviously, most of mine are just low friends in here, but it will expand out as you change statuses. Okay. We've then got tracking here. So when you first copy the template across, it should put the date in here that you copy it across. And then it should track posts you've made, posts you've engaged on. If you're tracking that, if you're going to, track a post that you engage on, to be able to jump back into it whenever you want and carry on a conversation. It's tracking the prospects that you've added from your people sheet and the messenger conversations. So it's tracking the date. So if you have a conversation with someone and you mark that for follow up for a future date, it'll track the date you did that. So you finish the conversation. Mark it for follow-up, and it'll say, hey, I had a conversation that day. And then this is just a little graph to show for each of these four whether you're ahead or behind of what you've set in your data validation. So, yeah, just a little visual of how you're doing. And then we break it down here in week and month numbers so you can see what numbers you're doing, whether you're hitting the targets that you want to be hitting. If you're not, then obviously you need to improve your efforts. So there we go. That's how to use the Organice template. Okay. If you want any modifications or any bespoke stuff doing to this, just give us a shout and we'll look into doing it. Thanks for watching.